What we have found out in all the places, that the design, how it should work, is a good design. And in places when it is working, it gives a better results. For example, in the claims, the amount that it pays. But we need to work out these hitches that are actually operational. And if it need be that we may have need to look at the law, this is the parliament that can look at that law. The idea is make SHA work for the people of Kenya. I think that is the message now. They actually get working. We looked at that also, and some facilities are closed and some are not working. And what we actually said, I said this yesterday somewhere, that we are going to actually put it to the CS, that it is better to look at where there actually falls, and if people that are involved, action can be taken against them, but facilities allowed to operate. Because when you close a facility, people suffer. It's not the people who make the mistake that suffer. It is the people that need services. So we are going to take that position, sort out the people who have caused problems, deal with them, but let facilities operate. Within a week or so, we will give our report, or within 2 weeks, we will give our report. It will in Parliament. We will then, the Parliament of Kenya will then actually instruct, ask the ministry what to do. And I don't think it should take more than a month before we see the differences. Things work gradually. And although we are politicians, when we are here today, we are more technical, and we want to accept that things must be given time to improve, so that we don't make political statements, but in reality, the things are not working. So we expect that it will actually improve if what we say here is actually done, particularly registration, particularly claim system, and particularly the shift from the old system of NHIF to now, and the support that needs. Started, people are paying monthly. Now the system is going to annually. And apparently many people, when they have done the means testing, they find that this is more expensive, so less people are registering than we should. So that is something we will share with the ministry and SHA, and find out how can that issue be resolved. We also find that when they were operating, there are problems here that is also everywhere. The system, when it's working, there's something called downtime, which means the IT system is not working, and everything is being done through that. And then it's bringing a problem. People can't start getting services, and even when it comes to get services, there is a delay. You can take a day. You admitted yesterday, but you are getting into the system today. When that goes to claim, the discrepancy between what is in the system and what is actually on the ground. And sometimes that comes out as a fraud, and the whole payment is now not made. So you see, that is a system throughout that they have. And also, again, when they make claims, then it finds that is a difference. And so it's also bring a problem of the claim being rejected and the claim of fraud. So those are systems issues that we have found. We have also found that the issue of mothers who are pregnant mothers who are under 18, the clear system of their registration is a problem, and what has been designed is not working well. And the other issue we have found, again a system issue with all other areas, is the support system. We moved to a digital system, and therefore the branches that were working are now not working. So when there's a problem, the facilities cannot get support from the branches because the branches are not working. And now they have to get information all the way in Nairobi digitally, and sometimes that does not work. So our feeling that these branches should actually be reoperationalized, and we work slowly, we make a transition so that when the digital system is fully operational, then we can gradually get rid of the branches, instead of saying no at once and then people cannot get the support they need. There are many other issues that as a committee we will look at and make a report and then put it before Parliament and then discuss it with the ministry in a way of improving the SHA system. Digital system running the whole country is a huge thing, and therefore when it was brought in, and it is expensive, we all know how much expense it was, and it was felt that it will actually make work so efficiently that we'll not even need branches, that we will register people, we will authorize people. But you've realized we have even tried to go biometrics at times, it has not worked. We've gone back to the digital system, it has not worked. So one thing we are doing is we are going to say, one of our recommendations, how do we transit from what we had before into this one, or how do we correct the systems that are there so that it works? But I think, as I agree with you, 1 year is a long time. We should now push back so that this system works. And we are also, it's something we are also going to look at, everything about that system. But first of all, we normally have a danger that when we have a problem about, say, fraud, we have a problem about the digital system, and we go public, and we forget that when we are changing things, people still need services. Even when you are talking at fraud and closing hospitals, people still need services. The position of this committee, whatever changes are being made, whatever corrections are being made, we must ensure that people get service, not only in government services, in facilities, but also in private facilities and faith-based facilities. For this committee, all facilities serve Kenyans and must be treated in a way that facilitates them to work and serve Kenyans equally all the time.
And so this is my clarion call, that SHA should not be the one killing faith-based facilities. These facilities were there and they were working well. So during our time as we interact and as we go across the country, we want to make sure that SHA is working for both public facilities, private facilities, and faith-based facilities. Because faith-based facilities from the inception, they were not for profit. They were there to support communities and also mostly the vulnerable. And so when this hospital goes under, it is a complete loss to the entire community and society. And so as a committee and our chairman, we are here to support, to help St. Mary to get to their feet. Last point is, when you look at SHA, it is a new system. It's a new system. It's like a new wife that has been married in a home. You know, you have to learn their character, how they behave, and things like that. The automated method is also an elephant in the room. They were in a hurry to close down offices that were once occupied by NHIF. And so you find that many facilities are stranded. They don't know whom to talk to. And that's even why we are here. We are where we are because of those offices not functioning. Because if those offices were functioning and the officers in those offices having answers, the bishop plus all of us will not be here today. And so again, those are things we are going to look at, is that when you bring a new system and then you want to say, let us now bring automated methods of dealing with things, you know, we have AI and things like that. Are we yet there where you just go to a system and you talk to a computer, you speak to a screen, and it just says no, and then you have nobody else to talk to?
So as we look at the issue of SHA, we are getting, yes, SHA has begun, it's moving, but there are so many teething challenges that needs to be worked on, especially payment of the claims on time, honoring the claims if there's no problem, and being able to differentiate between those which have a problem and those that don't have a problem so that they are paid. We are owed what we believe because that's what we sent, what had been approved in the last regime of NHIF, over 143 million, which we believe is due to us. But you know, when it's said that we cannot pay because they verify and so on, then somebody suffers. Somebody suffers, and that creates a hole that is not able to be filled in the short term, because we need money to pay the workers, we need money to run the functions of the hospital, and with that, then it becomes a challenge. In any case, we don't.
And as my chair said, we also want to caution the issue of delays that leaves a facility like this closing, and now patients are everywhere. Others have even died in the process. That is not what we are envisaging in healthcare system. But we hope all will be well, because as a committee we are very supportive to the new initiative which is going on. Thank you.